Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. E-double-L. I said so. I keep big bills up in my hood on the dirty like Bledsoe. Ain't got no twist in my head, but I'm still dreadful. And I got plenty of bread, so I go to bed full. I'm in it to win it, to win it. I'm all in. I might call you my cuz, young blood, but we ain't kin. You think of jumping, man, you best think again. The dirty, I'm the type of man that might go broke for revenge. Had some not so nice friends, kick the door off the hinge, take the door off your bins, pop up off four of your friends. Man, please, this shit ain't cynical. Man, no subliminal, I'm physical, financial, and mental to be a general. Hey, the mama claims she want a soldier, not the type be in the tank, but in that Rover. Man, please, I'm in the zone like AIDS full blown. I'm killing it like a blind man reading. I'm feeling it like, oh, yeah. Here comes the, oh, here comes the, oh, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, oh, here comes the.
A concussion is a traumatic brain injury when the head hits an object or a moving object strikes the head. When this happens, it can cause a temporary change in the way the brain works. A helmet can protect the brain from a brain injury, but a person can still get a concussion even while wearing one. They move the kickoff closer to the receiving team so that a lot more kickoffs become touchbacks, so you don't have the high-speed impact of giants coming towards you just to knock you down. On defense, players can't use their helmet as a weapon. If you are a running back, you also can't lead with your head to hit other players' heads. If a player is believed to be concussed, they must go through tests to see if they are able to play anymore. Some of the symptoms of concussions are headaches, loss of consciousness, confusion, dizziness, nausea, and vomiting. Physical and mental rests are the best way to treat a concussion. That means not playing a sport after sustaining one. Because younger players are still developing, the brain has a harder time recovering from injuries. And younger players are more likely to have long-term and fatal brain injuries.
Study finds brain disease in 96% of former NFL players tested. Many young athletes dream of playing in the NFL, but what most of them don't take into consideration is the risk of brain disease. A study by the Department of Veteran Affairs and Boston University found that 87 out of 91 former NFL players tested suffered from a brain disease called chronic traumatic encephalopathy. CTE is a brain disease that researchers believe is caused by repetitive head trauma. Brain scans can detect signs of CTE, but it can only be confirmed posthumously. The disease causes a protein called tau to form around blood vessels in the frontal lobe. During stage 2, sufferers may experience rage, impulsivity, or depression. Symptoms of stage 3 include confusion and memory loss, as the tau protein spread to other parts of the brain. Stage 4 is marked by dementia, as nerve cells in the brain die. During the final stages of CTE, the brain withers to roughly half the size of a normal brain. A federal judge has approved a $1 billion settlement between the NFL and thousands of ex-players. The money will go toward medical exams, concussion research, and payment for damages.
Right, almost always, and people will describe it as I got my bell rung, for example. You heard that. And the reason I specifically don't say that is because I learned as part of the investigation that people use those terms to try and minimize it.
Right.
And this is a brain injury.
That's right. The kids don't want to, they don't want to be taken out, they don't want to be taken, and isn't the rule of thumb 3 concussions, 3 class 3 concussions, 3 major concussions, and you're out. Your career's over.
Well, I mean,
you prefer that anyway.
You prefer that, but as you know, I mean, at the highest levels of this game, there are players who have had many concussions and told get right back in there. That culture's starting to change a little bit, and there's some good news in there. But it's amazing how that is filtered down to high school and even younger than that.
66% of teenagers who reportedly suffered a concussion did not feel it was serious enough to tell an adult. Remember, concussion should always be taken seriously. See a doctor if you experience any symptoms.